Now, we all know springtime hasn't hit everywhere just yet, but it's in full swing down here in South Louisiana. The trees are starting to bud out, the mayhaw trees is blooming, and everything's starting to turn green and beautiful.
Yes, and that means that we have a lot of opportunities coming up to enjoy our favorite pastime, being outdoors.
Where are we going?
I'm
Going to the beach?
Well, it might be just a little cold just yet to go to the beach, but that's not going to stop us from going to the river bottom and setting some nets, try to catch some catfish to eat.
But before we get into all that, let's talk about today's sponsor.
Today's video is sponsored by Ampace. Ampace has launched their new Andes 600 Pro. I'm going to take a quick minute and tell y'all what Ampace is before getting into all the highlights of this portable power station.
Ampace is a leading supplier in the lithium battery sector.
Their mission is to deliver green energy solutions with ultimate user experience to accelerate energy transformations and empower a better life. The Andes 600 Pro is leading the charge for the premium battery technology called LFP hybrid system. This means that the battery cell provides a 11.11% increase in energy for the same weight and excellent performance at low temperatures. The LFP also has an up to 2,000 cycle lifespan.
The AGAR technology is a part of the BMS system that enhances it and its efficiency in ensuring high safety.
The power station only takes 1 hour to charge up to 80% and an hour and a half for full charge using the wall charge. While charging it is whisper quiet with levels as low as 30 decibels in sleep mode. The Andes 600 Pro has 9 outlets for an easy connectivity paired with the exclusive A-Turbo technology, which enables for an output of 1,800 watts. With Ampace, safety comes first, and the Andes 600 Pro has undergone a total of 2,882 tests for quality control
And is ready for any EPS needs that may come your way.
The power station is tough, reliable, and convenient. You can also use the Ampace app, which allows users to remotely control and monitor the Andes 600 Pro. And one of my favorite features, which is actually the size of the power station. Being a single-hand portable design, it is easy to transport. So y'all head down to the description to find the Ampace's Amazon store. Also below is a discount code just for our subscribers. So y'all make sure to head over there and don't miss the exclusive offer waiting for you.
Get us a couple of 3-foot nets. That is perfect.
Oh no, Gus. Come here, baby. Gus.
What are you doing?
We're seriously like, what, half a mile out here? Gus, you fool. Oh no.
Come
Well, sit down. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh.
Perfect.
Oh, he's never done that.
Gus, was you trying to get some of that fat weight off? Get some swimmings in? You goober? I bet you're gonna sleep good tonight after that swim. I didn't even see him come up, did you?
No, I was busy trying to move that motor in.
Well, maybe Gus is a boat dog. I never thought that he would be. We've never brought him before. I really thought that he wouldn't like it, but apparently, I guess whenever it's your only option. Huh.
He can't ride the buggy, so I guess the boat's gonna have to do.
What was the max amount of nets do you think you and your daddy wouldn't put out at one time?
Between 30 and 40, somewhere around in there.
All 3 foots or like, what's the he's got like a 6-foot net, doesn't he? Or 5 foot?
5 foot net, 6 foot nets.
Oof.
We don't fish them anymore, thank goodness.
Okay.
3 for 3. Fingers crossed we have better luck this time.
Now we're in the Louisiana swamp, but I kind of feel like I'm in Italy, you know, riding in one of those fancy pointy boats where they go through the street and the person paddles them through town, you know. It's really elegant, kind of cool, you know, but the motor quit. The motor has stopped, so we're getting paddled in. Let me show you. Let me show you my new motor. We had a 20 horse on the back of here, and I'm not sure how many horsepower that is on the front. How many horsepower do you think that is, Lydia?
Oh, a solid 100.
100 horse on the front?
I just keep her at a really, really low level because I really don't want to scare the locals.
Well, I was just thinking about that. You're from the Great White North up there. Y'all don't call it paddling the boat. You're using a, well, what do you call it? An oar. Are you oaring the boat?
It's an oar. Oar.
That's a very good way to utilize your oar.
In the last video, I showed y'all that I had grouted behind the sink before we put it in its permanent place. So the kind of grout that I did use though is actually this grout that's in a tube. So I'm going to show y'all how I've been putting this in. I did do the wall behind the toilet as well with this, and it definitely sped up the process. So this brand is called Sanded Ceramic Tile Caulk, and this is in the color Bright White. They do offer a lot of different colors, and I did find this at Home Depot. Now, the reason that we chose to do it like this, it definitely is more expensive. I can't remember the exact price of these tubes, but it is definitely up there. But I knew that we did not want to mix up a bunch of grout at one time because, like y'all know, we are working here and there on the house as much as we can with our little 3-foot timer running around, and we just get done what we can in the few hours that we have time. That being said, with grout, you can't just stop what you're doing and come back to the grout later, as a lot of y'all know. It'll actually set up. So using these tubes in our case has probably actually saved us money because I wouldn't have to waste a bunch of grout. So the next place that I need to be grouting is this section right behind me. This has not been touched by grout yet, and as you can see, this seam that runs along here is going to actually have a little trim piece, so I don't have to worry about that, but I do need to get everything in between these subway tiles. By the end of this grout, I am going to have one of the strongest hands, I believe. This does not come out of the tube that easy, which I would suspect because the grout's pretty stinking thick. But actually, at the end of the night, my forearms and right through here has been so sore. So taking this a section at a time has been worth it. How's your project going over there?
You know, ever so often, we're getting this mindset of we're going to get here and we're going to knock this project out. When I tell you that we definitely underrated the magnitude and the working parts that we have in designing and installing everything that goes into this bathroom, I mean it. We have a ton of man hours in this small space.
Over the last few days, we have been trying to complete this bathroom, which y'all know a lot of this stuff does take time, like building vanities, building cabinet shelves, putting tile in. It's just stuff that takes a lot of time, which means that, sadly, it's going to take us a lot of time. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
But we really have been wanting to get a lot of this stuff done because spring is seriously right around the corner, and we want to get outside and start working back on our container build.
And there's nothing worse for us than to halfway get a project done. We have to do that sometimes. And this one, whoa, I mean, it is so much more intricate than I ever thought that it was. Building that little set of shelves that goes in front of the faucets, being able to trim that out. We trim that out with PVC board and trim, which is something that we haven't worked with a whole lot. And we wanted to do that because we didn't want paint, wood swelling, getting wet, causing us issues down the road. But that was kind of a little learning curve all in its own. Turned out looking great, thank goodness.
Yeah, and a lot of this stuff, like Jim just said, is stuff that we've never done. We obviously have built the house from the ground up, but a lot of it's been repetition. Like whenever you're building a wall, you're putting studs in one place, and you get the hang of it pretty quick. Yeah. Now there's measuring involved, but that is just a constant change. This stuff has been so many new little learning curves. It has been a great experience, but a very time-consuming one as well.
There's so many products out there too. Okay, so we have this space, and we want it to tie into that space with trim that's going to have some longevity and we want it to look nice and for it to be a smooth transition. Just that portion of it, picking out the proper, I don't know if it'd be the proper, but the thing that we think is going to fit that space the best, that is time consuming all in its own. Hey, you learn as you go. You know what I mean? But one thing about it, when we get done with this room, I am 100% confident that this room will be fit for royalty. I mean, it has a throne. So now we're going to shift back over here on the other end of the shower. I don't even want to say this, but it shouldn't take too long. And we're going to try to get a set of shelves built. But we're going to keep the future in mind whenever we build these shelves. We're thinking that we want to lead them as an open shelf concept, but I'm going to try to do enough planning ahead and thinking ahead where if we want to go back in and add cabinet doors in the future, if we don't like the shelves, we'll be able to. And I won't have us set up for a roadblock in the future if we decide to do that.
Right, so while Jim's working on that, I'm going to work on this little wall that we built and work on kind of covering this up. We got to figure out something to tie around here. I kind of got an idea in my head. Jim bought some more PVC stuff, so we'll see where that takes us.
Now, this is going to be the location for these shelves that we're talking about. If you remember, whenever we built this wall, put it all together, skinned it with plywood, and we put it up here and forgot to nail it to the wall. We liquid nailed this sucker. And let me tell you something, it is not going anywhere. That stuff, it is the business. It does a good job. But our plans the whole time to stiffen this wall up, I don't know, just in case somebody falls into it or something catastrophic happens. We're going to build these shelves and we're going to tie them in from this wall to this wall. And it will be mechanically attached to this wall and mechanically attached to this wall. So that's going to take any of this out of it. It's just going to be like this.
Any of what?
Any of this. It's going to be like this, not this. It's level, feels good, it's flush.
Do you need a nail gun or something?
Yeah, that would be nice.
I'm running out of time, every day goes by so fast. And every moment counts, baby, I don't wanna miss a thing. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, or hang out in hotel bars, driving somewhere in your car. We can sleep under the stars, we can sleep under the stars, under the stars. We can do what we like. We can do what we like, baby, while we're young.
2 months ago, we started on this guest bathroom.
It consisted of, well, a toilet and shower, and that's it.
In 2 short months, we have learned,
Challenged,
devoted,
assembled,
carved,
embraced,
complained.
but most of all, succeeded.
Hard work always pays off. Not instantly, but eventually.
Now, we do still have a few minor things in this bathroom, including painting the vanity and cabinets.
But all in all, the hard work is done. I think we only need a few more pieces to make the ultimate Hooters.
I hope that they're no bigger than this.
This is probably going to go down in the Guinness Book of World Records. I know for a fact it's going to make the Wall of Hooters. The Great Wall of Hooters.